This is Group 4, and we are presenting the Language Experience Approach Strategy by Victoria Johnson, Vivi Tran, Meredith Cherry, and Mario Ross.
So, there are four important things we need to know before using this strategy. First is we want to make sure we draw from a general shared experience amongst all the students in the classroom, like a field trip or a read aloud that previously happened. And then as a class, the students are going to compose a brief text by providing details of the event to the teacher. The teacher is going to facilitate by helping the students identify which details are important. Once the composition is complete, the class works with the text for more in-depth language and writing development.
So a short description of this is you have a shared experience that you did as a whole class, like a field trip or a read aloud. As a whole class, you will have a writing over the experience as well. You can print out the text that you created with the class, and as an activity, you can have cutouts of the sentences and rearrange them in sequential order and can be used as an add-on.
So here are some pros. So a good pro is that everyone already has a schema for this activity. You're definitely going to use some manipulatives there when you cut those pieces of those sentences and words out. And there'll be multiple opportunities for the kids to work with the same text throughout their week.
Pros. For the high frequency words, can be extended practice for ELL students to rearrange the words back to order and to learn the proper syntax.
Some of the cons are reading disabilities could slow down the student. Students that miss the activity lack the schema to connect, and it has controlled vocabulary with it.
So here's a quick demonstration of how we use this strategy in a classroom.
Alright class, today I want you all to help me write about something that we've all done together. Do y'all remember that field trip we had last week?
Yes.
Was everyone here for that?
Yeah.
No, hey, Anna, weren't you there, yes or no? Anna's being silly. Anna was there. She was sitting right behind me on the bus. But anyways, I want y'all to help me. Anna, since you're being silly, why don't you help me first? Was there anything that you remember about our field trip to the zoo?
Monkeys.
Monkeys. Okay, I'm going to write monkeys on the board, but let's pretend that Jimmy wasn't at school with us that day. Could you give us some more details so Jimmy can imagine what you saw at the zoo?
Monkeys were hanging on a tree.
So how about we write, we saw monkeys hanging on the tree. Is that good for you guys? Did we all see that?
Yes.
Okay, we saw monkeys hanging on trees. Oh, Miss Victoria ran out of room. We're going to put trees down here. Don't copy that. Alright, now, I'm thinking about maybe there's something that happened before and after that. Can somebody help me out? What happened before we saw monkeys hanging on the trees? Anna?
I think we left school like 9.
Okay, that's great detail. So we're leaving school and we're getting some time in there. So we left school at 9 a.m. So after we complete our shared writing, you want to print out the sentences and give a copy to each student. These can be used for choral, paired, or independent reading practice.
Another great way to use this already familiar text is to practice sequencing. Here we have students reading their sentences, arranging them, and then checking the order.
Cutting the sentence into words and allowing students, such as ELL students, to practice arranging them back in order. It's a great way to practice and learn English syntax.
Well, what do you think? Well, that's a big letter. That's a capital letter. Capital's supposed to go first.
So we go first.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we. Now what? We next zebras.
Lunch to the. We ate.
Oh, yeah, we ate. We ate lunch. Oh, there's the L word. It's lunch. We ate lunch. Next zebras.
Next.
That was at the end.
To.
Duh!
Because there's a period.
Yeah, okay. So we ate lunch next to the zebras. All right!